Hi, ladies. How are you today?
Hey, John.
All right, John. I'm happy to be here, though.
Yeah.
Better days, I guess.
Well, talk to me. Tell me what's going on. I mean, obviously there's a lot going on, but where are you right now?
Do you want to go, Gabby?
It's been tough. It feels really lonely. I mean, you go from living in the same house with your mom and your sister to living in completely different places, and not like either of us have the parenting situation we want at the moment.
Yeah.
So I feel like school's the only time we see each other. We're spending every possible waking minute we can, and I'm lucky that my dad even picks her up and brings the two of us here. So.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel like an outcast. You know, I went from having my mom and my sister, and the three of us were like best friends, and then mom died, and I don't have a dad, and her dad was kind of like my dad throughout the years. I mean, we never really had that like solid bond with one another, but now I'm living somewhere else with our aunt, and she's still in our home, and I don't know,
It doesn't feel right.
Yeah, it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel good at all, and I feel like I'm clinging to her, and I'm becoming really dependent on my sister, and I don't really feel like it's healthy at this point, and I don't know, I feel lost right now.
That's totally understandable. You've essentially had a bomb dropped in the middle of your lives, and you're in completely different places now and doing different things, and this isn't a choice you made. This is something that's happened to you, so
It just was uprooted from my life.
absolutely.
It's I want to say scary, but not so much scary for me. I know Ash has kind of expressed feeling scared about what's going to happen because I'm supposed to go to school and stuff like that in the next year or so, but it's more so like
It's like
I don't
unsettling.
know. Everything's so different now, and I feel not myself, and I don't know where to start or what to do. I mean, like 4 weeks ago, we had our whole lives planned out.
Like mom always, she was like our like conductor of our lives.
Yeah.
Like she always was like, reassured us. Like she was our reassurance, our comfort, like that solid foundation that we had. Yeah, like
dinner's on the table.
we would always have those college conversations and what we're gonna do with our future and this and that. And she just, that reassurance that she just always offered us made us feel comfortable to take those next steps, to immerse ourselves in those different things. And it's like we don't have that anymore. So now I'm just like so unsure. Like I don't know. My mom was just like, she was my words of wisdom all the time, and I don't have that anymore. And I think we don't know what the hell we're doing anymore.
Yeah, it feels like you're looking at a distant memory, and it hasn't been that long.
My mom was my strength.
Your mom was your strength?
She was my shield. That's what made me. I mean, I'm not trying to speak for you, Gabby, but I feel like mom was like, she was like what brought out. She made us brave. You know what I mean? She was our shield.
Yeah.
She was our strength. And
Now
it's
it feels like the world's so scary without her.
I feel like I'm not strong anymore, and I don't know how to be strong, and some of that is my fault, right? Because I probably shouldn't have depended on my mom so much to be.
Well, it's only natural
the
for you
only
to.
strength.
First of all, let me just say I'm very, very thankful that you both are here today. You mentioned strength and bravery. You lost a parent a few weeks ago, and you both are here. You both are here together, and it sounds to me like you have gone through some tremendous changes in the past few weeks. That Gabby, you said 4 weeks ago you had your life all planned out, and now everything's different. It sounds like you're living in different places, and you're living with an entirely different person. You've lost this sort of your compass in your life, and sort of dropped into a new realm, without any warning or preparation.
Too much change too soon.
Yeah, it's like I don't even know how to put one foot in front of the other right now. It's like my mom was the one that was like, no, Ash, it's one foot in front of the other. And it sounds so stupid, but it's like, without her, I just don't know how to function.
4 weeks ago, I feel like if you had asked me like, oh, Gabby, who are you? I would have been able to tell you the things that I like and the things I want to do and the person I want to be, and now I feel like I'm questioning everything.
Yeah, because mom was such a big part of our
identity.
identity.
She was that, like, if you came home and you're like, you know what, I'm going to be a vet today, she's like, damn right you are, girl. Yeah, you are. And now I'm like, I come home and I'm like, I don't even know what I want for dinner, and my dad's over there like, well, let me know when you figure it out. Like, if I had come home and told Mom, like, I'm not sure what I want for dinner, she'd be like, you want pizza.
She
I'd be
always
like,
had it figured out.
how'd you know?
Or
How'd you
dinner was already
know?
ready when we would get
Yeah,
home.
and you
know
were
what I
like,
mean?
how did you know that? That's exactly what I was thinking
Yeah, she
today.
always knew what to say, what we should be doing, and
It sounds like your mother was a wonderful, caring, tuned in person who
She was.
loved
literally
you
the most
deeply.
amazing.
Yeah. I have lost a parent pretty recently, and I just want to take a moment and send you a little empathy, send you some support your way. I know that's hard, and I know that being in the situation that you are seems almost impossible, which is another reason why I'm grateful that you both are here. You can do it. You can make it.
I know.
You
we
can.
know.
It's gonna.
It just feels like the world has stopped.
Of course it does.
But it hasn't. Like, why has it not fully stopped? You know, everybody else is going, and our world is halted.
People say in time it gets better, right? But like,
Doesn't
am I gonna survive that? You know, when I get to that point, like, I'm just tired.
I think it's a
suffering.
lot about. I've heard you say a lot, Ashley, that you feel unprepared. Or you've mentioned a lot of things to me. Mom used to have all the right things to say, so
Yeah.
you're telling me that you're not quite sure what to think for yourself.
Not.
And Gabby, you're telling me that Mom always had the decisions. Mom always knew the answer, and now that
Every
Mom's not
time.
here, you don't have that answer.
Yeah.
She was our compass.
Yeah,
This is common when people pass. It is.
Yeah.
To be left feeling this way. What were you going to say, Gabby?
Oh, I was just gonna say that there's not that same sense of, I guess, validity. So like when I come home and I'm saying like, oh, this is what I want to do today, Ashley can look at me and be like, yeah, do it, but it doesn't feel the same.
Mom
And,
was
like,
our
when
greatest
Mom would
hype
be
woman.
like, yeah, you can do that. I'd be like,
Yeah.
yeah, I can, and go in my room and figure out the next path to get there. Now I come home and I tell Dad, and Dad's like, cool.
Yeah.
I'm like,
No matter how
Good
unsure
job.
we were, like, we'd be like, oh, I don't know, Mom, if I can do it. And she'd be like, girl, are you kidding me? You can do this, this, and that. I remember the time when you were 7
I was
and
when she
you-
say, if some other Jamoke can do it and make money, why the fuck can't you? I'm like, hell yeah.
Mom was real.
Yeah, she was.
Mom was real. But God, like, I don't know who I am without her.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's not so much missing her because I'd miss her if I go to college, I'd miss her if I did anything else. It's
For sure.
not knowing what to do now.
Yeah. I need to figure out how to be strong all over again.
Well, this is the perfect time for me to ask you each a question that I would love for you to give me an answer to.
Sure.
And
Can I play with this?
you can, but I'm also going to give you this
That's
too.
fine.
I'm going to give you this too.
Thank
Do you need something to write with?
I
Yes,
would love
please.
something to write
Awesome.
with. Oh, thank you.
So I'm a big visual mapping kind of guy.
Same.
I love it when my clients are able to show me things.
Mm-hmm.
I often ask them to process through writing, through pictures. Sometimes we do a little bit of artwork. Sometimes it's just free form. Here's a pen and a paper. Get your thoughts out. Because I really believe that channeling what's in your head, the unknown through your head, in through your hands, often helps it become a little more clear so you can kind of get it out of your mouth. It also takes a lot of the unknown out of it and sort of gets it out in concrete, because when you have these things in your head that you're looking at them from a million different directions, and you might be feeling a little, which way do I approach it? How do I solve this? How do I fix this? What about this? And we all get like that.
Yeah.
In times of grief, it can be worse. And you've helped me understand that your situation is, we're kind of up against a time limit. You said you're going off to school.
Yeah.
And it sounds to me like your support system at home isn't really quite there yet.
Barely.
Not the way that we would want it to be, I guess, or the way
Not
that
the way
it was.
it used to be.
Yeah. And with you not even being in the home now, it's got to be extra hard for you.
It is
You're-
extremely hard. I just don't have that support and that inspiration that I used to have.
So I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to respond in any way you want. You can draw me a picture, you can write words, you can, any way you want to respond to this. Ashley, you said that you weren't sure who you are without your mom.
Yeah.
And Gabby, you've kind of echoed the same thing. But I'm going to ask you, show me who you are because of your mom.
It's a loaded question.
Yeah. Who are you because of mom?
You must see a lot of crazy things when you ask people to draw or write you a picture.
Well, I do see a lot of things, yes, but they're personal. They're people's stories, so I wouldn't call them crazy. I'd say people showing me things they may not have wanted to show me otherwise. Doesn't it feel good just to get it out sometimes?
Just writing it down. I love visual aids myself just because sometimes things get so crazy in my mind, so I actually like seeing it just like eases my anxiety a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I have better control.
Absolutely.
So like this is good for me.
Being creative.
Then work with that. Use it as a strength.
I'm trying.
I'm just writing a list of words. Is that okay?
You can, any way you want to process it is fine.
I like list. So I
No,
don't
this
know, like,
pen is done, sorry. I killed your pen. Use this pencil.
Mom was like the strongest woman I know.
Yeah, and the smartest.
Super smart.
Yeah.
And so damn fierce too. She didn't give a crap.
Yeah, we did not deserve her. The world didn't deserve her, and that's why they took her, I guess.
Ugh. I always hate when you say that because it's just like such a trigger for me. It makes me so sad.
Sorry.
It's alright, I know. I didn't mean to say hate. That was approaches words, Gabby. Just, you know, I get sensitive as shit sometimes.
Me too.
I mean, I am grateful that I still have you, though.
I'm grateful that I have you too.
We're little replicas of Mom.
Yeah, I'm prettier though.
Huh?
I said I'm prettier though. I'm just kidding, I didn't mean
Rude.
that. I didn't mean that.
Thanks, Gabby.
I got
My
mom's sense of
self-esteem
humor.
is garbage.
I'm just joking.
No, I know,
I'm
I'm
just
just kidding.
joking. Definitely, she's the prettier one, but
No.
I got mom's sense of humor.
We're both beautiful.
We did get that from mom because Lord knows dad's homely as shit.
I don't want to say anything bad about your dad, but yeah, he's a little homely. Like if you gave him a sign and put him on the corner, he probably would get coins thrown at him. But
Yeah. You're not wrong.
we're always in agreement.
I mean, my dad was ugly. I'm sure your dad was ugly too. So.
Because Mom showed me a picture of him one time when he was younger. I was like, "That's what made you horny, Mom?"
Yeah. She's looking like that.
Sorry, John. Didn't mean to be inappropriate.
No.
Mom was really open.
Art therapy
just
can
like-
also be expressive.
Yeah, I
so-
was like, Mom, seriously? Like, I know you're not judgmental or whatever, and you're accepting, but
It's all
Jesus,
about
lady.
what's on the inside.
I'm like, no standard. Yeah, what was on the inside? He left me at 2. Like, what the hell? Okay, so
You got
alright,
the
maybe
truth.
Mom didn't always have the best judgment.
How are we coming on our
I think I'm pretty
Reflections.
much.
I'm almost done.
all right.
I think.
Yeah, Gabby's a perfectionist, so she
Okay,
likes,
I'll be
she's
done.
an
I'll be done now. I'll
overachiever.
be done now.
Okay.
You gotta give her like a time limit, John.
Okay. So who wants to share first?
I'll
Who
go.
are you
It's just a list.
because of mom? Now mom's not here, but over the years, it sounds to me, and what I'm hearing from you is that you gained quite a bit from her. You learned quite a bit from her, so I'm interested in seeing that. Tell me.
For sure. Strong, capable, willing, fierce, vocal, because that woman She did not give a shit who was
Clearly,
online.
we're not quiet.
Yeah. And I guess I'm still vocal. Opinionated, kind, caring, resilient, creative, understanding, brave, determined, thoughtful, funny. Oh, I meant to put non-judgmental. I wrote judgmental. And judgmental if the
Sometimes.
outfit is horrible. I do have to work on that, but that's just a reflective moment for me. But yeah, I guess I was these things when Mom was alive. I just don't feel them anymore. I don't feel fierce. I feel dull. I don't feel willing. I feel unmotivated. I don't feel capable of even. I mean, I'm wearing sweatpants to our therapy session because getting dressed is exhausting.
Don't let her fool you. She wore sweatpants before.
I hear you. And Gabby, help me
What's that, my
understand.
bad, Gabby?
I drew a picture. This is supposed to be me and who I am because of Mom. So I'm standing on a bunch of textbooks that says it's supposed to be because of Mom I'm educated. I put not gym in there though because we are not active because of Mom. She did not sign us up for sports. This is me wearing a cape because Mom always tried to be the hero and everything, so I do too, but I wrote leader in it because I don't necessarily think that I'm strong. I put myself on top of the mountain because Mom made me determined to accomplish
Built
things.
you up, girl.
And these are my thought bubbles because I'm thoughtful, and a little heart because I love people because of her.
You're really creative, but you're not an artist, sis.
No, not at all.
So, first of all, thank you for sharing those things.
Thank you.
It sounds
Thanks for letting
like
us.
you learned so much from your mom, and it sounds like you have all of these wonderful things, these positive qualities that are going to help you shine and succeed in the world.
For sure.
It also sounds to me, and tell me if this is a fair statement, that you're having a hard time feeling those things right now.
Definitely.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You know, I can like this is nice to do because I can see that obviously I am these things if I can still write them down and say that, you know, they were who I was, but I definitely don't feel them as frequently anymore.
Yeah, it's like we know that we possess these qualities, but it's like, how do we get in touch with them again? How do we feel like, you know, that again? And I think that disconnect is like.
I feel so small in this world now, and every time my phone rings, I'm scared it's bad news, and
I'm so hyper-vigilant.
Yeah.
You know, part of feeling these things and part of accepting these things about yourself again and part of opening yourself up after a loss is really reminding yourself of times, places when you were these things. And I know that's hard to feel right now.
Yeah.
You know, people say, Gabby, well, let's use yours, you know, a leader. And I'm sitting here listening to you tell me how you don't feel like a leader because you can't decide what you want for dinner. That's got to be hard for you,
yeah.
you know? And you're telling me that you're non-judgmental, but it's got to be hard when your life is surrounded by change, where the person who acted as your father figure has said you must now go live somewhere else.
And I feel like everyone, like, we're so subjected to judgment right now because I feel like I feel like right now, like, my healing looks different than what it should to other people. Like, and people are always like, you know, why aren't you crying? Because I'm not really, like, I'm sensitive, but I don't cry and stuff like that. And I just feel like there's so much judgment that surrounds me right now. Like, well, why aren't you acting like this? And, oh, you say you're sad, but, like, you're still going out with your friends and you're still hanging out with your sister. And, like, what the hell? What the hell is my healing supposed to look like to you? You know what I mean?
And I feel like I get a lot of the same kind of
It's
situation
bullshit.
right now where people tell me I don't deserve to be as sad because,
Take a piece of
you
paper
know,
and a marker.
I have my dad and Ashley doesn't, or I have people telling me like,
Which is
well,
so
what are you
unfair.
sad about because you have so much to look forward to. And it's like, I don't think that you get to decide how my
like, my spirit's
sadness
heavy right now.
should be.
Let it be heavy.
Thank you.
Let's turn a small little corner right now together. Let's empower ourselves right now together.
Okay.
On that piece of paper I just gave you, I want you to write the word should.
Gotcha.
Should. Should is a powerful word. Should is also a powerful weapon. Does that make sense to you?
Explain a little bit.
Okay. So, should. When you hear the word should, what does that mean?
Like,
Should I
someone be
clean my
expecting
room?
it from you? Like, like
yeah, somebody's expecting it from you, and we're inherently built to connect to other people, right? We're inherently built to please other people. Our caregivers, number one. As children, we grow up wanting to be a good boy or a good girl or a good non-binary person, right? So that word should is often a burden to us. We spend our lives trying to understand what people want from us. What should I do in this situation?
Yeah.
And for every person, it's different. So should is not an easy word because we don't have one picture.
No, it's not like a sound thing.
How should I be in this dynamic? How should I be in this dynamic? How should you be in this dynamic? What shouldn't I do that I should do for this person? Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
And should becomes a weapon
Yeah.
when you feel like you're trapped by this, where your grief, your process, you're going out with your friends, you're made to feel badly about how you're coping because other people are telling you that something so personal, that your loss needs to look a certain way. I'm going to tell you and remind you that your loss, your process, and all of the thoughts and feelings connected to that are yours and yours alone.
Yeah.
You own them, you express them, you feel them, and nobody can ever take that power away from you. So take this piece of paper that I've just given you with the word should on it.
What are we doing with it?
Repeat after me. No, I shouldn't.
No, I shouldn't.
And just
Can I
get
rip it?
rid of it. Rip
Can
it
I
up.
rip it
Let's
up?
take the power out of the word should right now.
No, I shouldn't give a shit what you think my healing is supposed to look like.
That's right.
No, I shouldn't listen to anything you have to say.
Unless it's your sister.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
You don't have to. But at least be receptive to my feedback.
Yeah,
please.
I'll hear it.
So when people say to you should or try to be judgmental and say, why aren't you crying more?
They say you shouldn't be all up in my fucking business.
Yeah.
Let's try to find more. Let's try to find some
I would
more
just
positive
say you
language,
shouldn't
yeah.
worry yourself with how I'm
Choosing to
coping
handle
or
the
healing.
situation.
Correct.
Yeah.
You should go to therapy. How would you come back with that?
Yeah.
I'm already in therapy.
Yeah.
That is true.
And also, you should mind your own fucking business.
Gabby's
you-
cutthroat.
You get my point.
Yeah.
I want you to remember that moment because you're now slightly more empowered than you were.
Yeah, that's true.
You own
I
this.
like that.
Gotcha, John.
So let's think about some things. Let's go back to some things. I'm hearing two things come up. Underneath all of this loss and underneath all of your fear, because it's got to be pretty scary.
Yeah, the world sucks right now.
You must have used the
Unfair.
word strong about 100 times already, Ashley. You've said your mother was the strongest person you knew, and she was
Literally.
always there. Gabby, you echoed that and said your mom was always a leader, right? And now that you don't have mom, you're saying you just don't feel it. I don't feel strong. I don't feel brave. I don't feel good.
You went
Right.
with her.
And Gabby, you're echoing those same things. I don't know how I'm going to be a leader. I am all of these things. You know, I
You
am
want to get them back.
this woman, this young woman sitting on top of this hill. I am educated. You know, I am a leader, but I don't know how I'm going to make it. I don't know how to be these things without my mother. So, let's figure it out.
How do we do
Okay.
that?
Tell us how, Sean, because
Well,
If it were that
you know,
easy.
if it were just as easy. No, I'm going to ask you to remind me. We're going to do an activity that, in which I'm essentially going to give you some sentence starters.
okay.
Okay, and I'm going to have you fill them in whichever way you know how. You can write me a sentence, you can draw a picture, you can connect it back to, you know, your mom in some way. And I really want to spend some time with you helping you try to see these things in yourself. Again, are you going to be 100% secure with all of this by the end of this? No, but I think it's important for you to have something to take with you.
It's a starting
To
point.
remind
Be in a
you.
better place.
Are we ready?
Gotta start somewhere. Let's do it.
I was
Alright.
born sort of ready.
I was born a human. So, here's what I want you to do.
There, thank you.
Take this piece of paper from me. You can put everything else aside because we're just going to do setup on this.
Can I use the same clipboard though?
You don't need the clipboard actually.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, so we can get rid of that.
For now, yeah.
Marker too.
Take a piece of paper. Fold it in half for me.
Like a hamburger or hot dog?
Like a hamburger, like a taco.
Like a taco. Wow, that sounds really good right now. Let's get tacos after we're done here.
Burrito hut.
Sounds great.
Open your paper up. Fold it like a hot dog.
Wow,
Which
I feel
also
like this
sounds
is
great right
relatively
now.
difficult.
No, he says you struggle.
So you've got a piece of paper that's folded both ways.
Yep.
Yes.
All right. So now you're going to fold it back the taco way, and then watch what I'm doing. You're going to take each side, and you're going to fold it back on itself, almost like you're giving it little tiny wings.
Oh, I'm struggling.
Take your time. You got this.
Is this a metaphor? Both sides?
Yeah, you're going to do both sides.
I think I got it.
Before I came in here, did Rachel, my assistant, bring in a pair of scissors?
I think she did. I think she put them in that corner of your office.
Oh, she did.
Would you like me to grab them?
Yeah, could you?
I think Gabby was paying attention because I only seen Rachel come in and come out.
She did bring them. Good. Okay, so now here's what I'm going to do. I have this piece of paper. It looks like this. It could be a W, it could be an M, but I'd love you to have it like an M. You see this little line right up the middle here?
Yeah.
Just to the fold, not all the way. So I'm going to take my pair of scissors and I'm going to cut that line right up to the fold. So it looks like this.
Gotcha.
You should never hand scissors facing up, but it's okay. We're in the office.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're not toddlers anymore.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Just throw those to me when you're done. Haha, see what I was
I
doing
won't
there?
throw 'em. I'm gonna pass them
Safety
safely.
plan joke. Okay, so now I want you to take it and fold it the hot dog way. Yep. Fold it the hot dog way so that the seam is facing away from you. Yep. You're going to fold it in half, push them together like this, and then I want you to fold it back over itself. Fold it back over itself.
I feel like I
Perfect.
didn't do this right.
No, you did it just right, because now we've made a little book.
I don't know, John. Mine doesn't look.
Yours
Yours
looks
is
like that.
perfect.
It's exactly like
Oh, it's
that.
correct.
Yours is
Okay.
perfect.
My lines aren't that great though.
It's alright.
That's okay.
We're not
And
perfect.
if you are feeling adventurous and you want to cut the pages and do more examples, you can. But let's start with some simple ones.
So
This is your cover. So let's think of a title.
What is our book about?
Your
me.
book is about.
Just kidding.
No, ma'am. We are empowering.
I was joking.
Your book is about
My dead
strength.
That was morbid,
Well-
Gabby.
Sorry.
Your book is about strength, and your book is about bravery.
Strength.
So I am strong when
I
is
was
the
gonna
name
put
of your
pocket.
book.
What?
Oh, now that's the name?
Pocket of a little strength.
And your book is called I Am Brave When.
Wait, what is mine called?
I am strong when. Mm-hmm. Something like this. Perfect.
Mine's better.
So let's do one together.
Alright.
Because I'm going to have you spend some time doing these books yourself. Open it up to the first page, if you will. I am strong when. Tell me about a time, give me an example, help me understand, Ashley, a time when you rely on your strength to get you through.
I am strong when my assignment is due at 12 and I started at 11.
There you go.
It's also when you're brave.
That's an extreme sport right there.
You're relying on your strength and knowledge to get you through.
Yeah.
And Gabby, help me understand a time when you rely on your bravery to get you
I
through.
am brave when Ashley thinks that there's a murder in the house and I'm the one that goes and looks to make sure.
There you go.
Just share that. Whatever, Gab.
Sorry.
You take our.
So what I want you to do is spend the next little while filling in these pages. Think about times when you were strong. When did you use your strength to get you through? And when did you use your bravery to get you through? And help fill up these pages. Because really what you're doing is creating a little pocket manual for yourself that I'm going to ask you to carry around with you for the next week. Look at me telling you your homework before you're even done.
Oh.
And you're going to use it in moments of weakness. When you don't feel like you're strong, you're going to use it as a reminder.
Can I write I was strong too? Like,
No, I want you to do I am strong, because even though
because I was just thinking, like, if I wrote, like, time, I'm just kind of reminding myself of the time when I was strong.
help
I
me,
get what you're saying.
help me.
Just
help
like
me.
I was strong when I overcame, I don't know, when I was younger, I got my arm caught on a fence when I was jumping the fence, which was bad. You shouldn't do that, but whatever. So I was playing outside with my friends, and I jumped over the fence, and I tore my whole entire arm open, and I didn't cry once in the hospital.
So how can you phrase that into present day language?
I am strong when I get hurt.
There you go.
I guess that's pretty subtle, but you get the picture.
Gabby's right next door.
Oh,
Good for you,
sorry.
Gabby. No, please.
She's a writer. And Gabby, stop saying I'm sorry. We talked about that.
Sorry.
There's no
Sorry for
reason
saying
to be
sorry.
so apologetic. She says I'm sorry for that. You have forced me to say sorry. Just kidding.
I do say it for everything.
Well, if Demi Lovato were here, you know what she would say?
What?
Baby, I'm sorry, not sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We love Demi Lovato.
Same.
And if you want to draw pictures, if you want to illustrate it, if you want
Get our own little,
put your own little spin on
I
it.
just lost my train of thought, yeah. That's why you're here, John, to fill in the blanks. Strong when I overcome fear.
Just looking up how to spell a word.
Mm-hmm.
God, my writing is
Mine too.
whatever though. Oh, I had a good one too. I keep losing my train of
That's
thought.
okay. You can add it to the back page. This is also something too, Ashley, you can work on at home. Your pages, if you cut the seams holding your pages together, you get extra pages, so you can fill them in.
True.
I'm just decorating.
That's okay. Are you all finished writing?
Yep.
Okay.
So,
Oh shoot! I wrote the same thing twice.
that's okay.
Good reminder.
So, for this next part of the activity, I want us to share these things, but I'd like to approach it in a slightly different way.
Okay.
So instead of just reading them out loud, I'd like you to read them to your mother. Because,
You're trying to make me cry.
well, Gabby, as hard as this will be, we'll be here to support you through it, but one of the things that's important to remember is all of these things that you were and that you got from your mother, that you are because of your mother. And I didn't know your mother at all, but I think it would be safe to say that she would want you to be these things, right? She would want you to continue to be strong, and she would want you to be brave, and she would want you to connect with these feelings.
No,
So
she
it's
doesn't.
important for us to find them. You know, important for you to pull them back to the surface and work with them. So how about reading them to her as a reminder, not only to her, but to yourself? Sound like something you can do?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah?
Can I
So,
start?
you want to start, Gabby?
Yeah. Let's get it over with. So obviously we have my first one. I'm brave when Ashley thinks there's murder in the house, and I make sure that there isn't. I'm brave when I walk to the car alone at night and
Gabby?
don't panic.
Gabby,
You want me to say, dear mom?
are you reading these to us, or are you reading those to Mom?
I'm reading them to mom. That's
Are
how
you?
she would know that I would read them. She doesn't want to get through it. She's not gonna make me linger on it.
Okay.
Dear mom, I'm brave when I walk to the car at night alone and don't panic.
Took
Dear-
you forever. Sorry.
Dear mom, I'm brave when people need someone to look up to. Dear mom, I'm brave when I'm home alone at night because dad works late. Dear mom, I'm brave when Ashley cries because we can't both be sad at the same time. And dear mom, I'm brave when I think about walking through life without you.
Gabby,
And what
can
do you
tell me-
think?
Oh, sorry,
What do you
John.
think your mom would say?
That Ashley and I can both be sad at the same time, and that I'm probably brave, I guess. Probably she'd say that.
You
She'd
don't have
say-
to carry my weight, woman.
She would say, stop getting in your feels, you're a strong, independent woman, wipe your tears, let's keep going. That's what she would say.
Like, get your shit together.
She'd say, cry, and then when you're done, get your fucking shit together. We got
Put on
shit
some
to
red
do.
lipstick and listen to some gangster rap.
Because we got shit to do today.
Bitches got shit to do.
Seriously.
Wow, she said the funniest stuff.
I know, she was wild that way.
It worked though. Well, it
Yeah.
really worked. Thank God she wasn't dull.
Yeah, seriously.
Alright.
Gabby, do you think you can be brave?
I
She's
try.
brave. She does it for me all the time.
I try to be brave for everybody.
I think you're being brave.
I think so too.
I think you're being brave.
Thank you.
For show.
I think you've got it in your friend.
Thank you.
Ash, do you want to share?
Sure.
Read it to mom, or John's gonna stop you.
Well, I'll rephrase it because I wrote I'm strong when I start an assignment at 11. I feel like mom would be pissed.
So we're gonna skip
She
that
knows
one.
everything now.
I know, but dear mom, I'm strong when I powered through an assignment that is due very soon. See, shifting perspective. I'm sorry, Mom. Sorry. Mom, I'm strong when I get hurt because some way I learn how to heal from it. Mom, I'm strong when I overcome fear. Mom, I'm strong when I forgive. Mom, I'm strong when I get up in the morning because lately that has been hard as hell. And Mom, I am strong when I overcome self-doubt. That's all I really good.
What do you
Self-doubt.
think Mom would say?
Where's your red lipstick, girl? Put on some DMX and get over this shit. Get it together.
Be like, what the fuck are you doing yourself for?
Yeah, she would believe in
What's
me.
the point of that? That's what she would say.
Yeah.
Wasting so much fucking time wandering around with doubt.
Mm-hmm.
Then she'd tell you, of course you got the fuck out of bed this morning. You have shit to do.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds to me
She was
like
real.
even though Mom's not here, she's still here. And she's still here. Sounds to me like you know what direction you're heading in, and it sounds to me like you know you're going to be able to be okay.
No, it's true.
The road's going to be tough. There's going to be some bumps, but sounds to me like you know where your strength is. You know where your bravery lies.
I think we just haven't talked about it enough because we've been so hell-bent on just like being sad all the time that maybe mom is around more than we think, you know.
It's hard.
Being sad is okay.
Yeah.
You grieve
Yeah.
as you need to. Remember, you express it. That should does not apply here. Should has no power. But these exercises were for you just to take a minute and recall that you can be these things and when they happen, so that you don't think that it's abandoned you, and so that you don't believe that you aren't these things. You've told me so repeatedly. You've given me examples, so it must be true, right?
Yeah, to an extent, I guess that is right.
And mom wants you to what? Embrace it,
Yeah,
Celebrate it.
definitely.
believe in yourselves.
Implement it into our daily lives.
That is correct. Our work together will help you.
I was gonna say it's done, and I was like,
No,
we
our
got
work
a lot more
together
shit to do.
will help you learn
Seriously.
to move on from this
Yeah.
and learn to help you come to terms with this and explore the feelings connected to this.
What happens if I don't want to move on though?
Yeah.
Not move on, but just like I guess learn how to live with it where it doesn't feel so heavy all the time.
Isn't that kind of all grieving is or something?
That shit is like a brick on your chest every day.
It sure is.
I guess I want to learn that I just like that brick is always gonna be there, but how to pick it up and remove it some days, and like still allow it to be there,
And just put it to the side.
but just be able to have the strength to remove it, you know, put it to the side. And
You just lifted that brick up just a little bit for just a moment right now.
I guess.
And that's what healing from grief is a lot of the times, is little moments, little times. And as you grow and as time passes, those times get longer
Yeah.
and longer and longer.
I'm sorry, Mom, for calling you a brick. She's probably like, really? You couldn't
She's like,
use
girl,
something more
you
symbolic.
couldn't. You couldn't use anything prettier.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, but I get that because I feel like
We'll get there.
it's
And
a lot to carry around.
these sessions
and
are yours to talk about whatever you want. And it'll be my job to listen and to help you process in whatever way you need to. Okay, so I don't want you to think that you're going to come here and we're just going to do the same thing every time, or that there's some magic routine, because there isn't. I'm working
Wish
with
there
you,
was.
you know, and
Yeah.
however long that takes. And most importantly, when you're here, you're safe and you're together.
Yeah,
And that in itself is powerful. The rest of
Yeah,
the
it
things we can deal with as they come.
that's true.
I have some homework for you.
Okay, alrighty.
Okay, you might want to pick up your phone and make a note if that's the way that you see fit.
I would love
Alright.
to say that that's exciting to me.
Well,
Not,
it's simple.
My mama didn't raise a liar.
It's simple. You made a book about being strong.
Mm-hmm.
You made a book about being brave. I want you to carry them with you for the next week. And in moments where you don't feel strong, and in moments where you don't feel brave, and in moments where you feel sad, or in moments where you feel doubt, I want you to take that book out and read it. Add to it if you want to. Add to it if you want to. But read it. And then next week when you come back, we'll talk about that a little bit. Maybe you'll have added to it. Maybe we can add another piece to it. But look at it this week. Remind yourself of one little thing. And what's that one little thing? That you, my friend, are strong. And you, my friend, are brave.
Thank you.
Okay?
Well, thanks, John.
We'll
It's been
see you
real.
next week. Same time, same channel, same place, same everything.
Sounds
You
great.
got it, my friend.
All right.
We're here.
Thank
Ladies.
You
you.
gotta pick
We'll
me
see
up
you
the next
soon.
week, Gabby.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks,
well.
John.
Bye.